Okay, Spacestronauts, well, the space mystery that is Chapter 7 of Fortnite is just getting more mysterious and mysteriouser. Mysteriouser? Is that a word? Well, it all has to do with the Dark Voyager spaceship, and we're going to talk about it in this video. Okay, I have to admit it, I don't think that mysteriouser is a word, but that is the only thing that I can think of to describe what's happening in the storyline for Fortnite Chapter 7, because as you can see here, we're looking at the island, and there's something missing. Can you spot it from our last kind of big storyline video? If you said the giant spherical spaceship, you are correct, because the Dark Voyager's Cube Cradle, that giant gold and black spaceship, is nowhere to be found. And in fact, it completely disappeared in the last update, I guess in real time, which is crazy because I was actually getting ready to make a video all about how the spaceship was moving. You know, in my first video, I talked all about the Dark Voyager astronaut on the map and how he was looking for something. We thought it was the 0 point chart because he was over there, like down here at Lethal Labs, and the ship was staring directly at the 0 point chart right here. And we talked to Jones and Karina and Hope, and they were all trying to figure out what the Dark Voyager's plan was. And I believe that Hope at least thought that he was looking for the 0 point, because of course that's what they're trying to find as well. There's a big shard of it over there, and it was staring directly at this thing, and you can see that there's nothing here now. It's completely gone. And so what had happened was that the spaceship actually moved. It had tilted upwards and was looking up at the sky and had built what looked like a golden rift above it, which was slowly opening and cycling through different, I guess, realms for where it could go. And we'd seen that before in the Cube Queen season when the Cube Cradle showed up and it opened up a giant rift and there was a bunch of spaceships in the sky, and it was absolutely crazy. So I was getting ready to write a whole video about that, and basically the next day the Cube Cradle disappeared. It Okay, so no sooner than when I was sitting down to get ready to write the video about how the Cube Cradle had moved, did it disappear. In fact, I actually didn't see this live in a session, but Firefly FN, which is a streamer, I guess, or a Fortnite YouTuber person, had some awesome video of watching it as they were gliding in. It totally disappeared as they were gliding in. Buddy. No, you can't. There's another person over here. No! I missed all my shots. And then he also got video of the rift disappearing. So, like, initially, like, the whole big change was that the rift, I got no drops. Can you believe this? This is bad. Very bad. Let's look over here. I think there's a boss over here. Looks like it's a Brutus. You could say I'm retired. By the way, I am Voidwalker Lynx because she is the accomplice for the Dark Voyager. He's helping him out. We saw him. We saw her in his loading screen. So those streamers, they saw the. Let's go ahead. Can we? Oh my gosh. We gotta get him, buddy. Got it. Let's grab this and get out of here. Let's go. Is he chasing? Whew, that was close. Okay. Oh, he is chasing. Buddy, that's why you don't chase me, buddy. Buddy. Oh. I'm gonna start over because I keep getting distracted. Now, if you missed my first video, I did a whole video about this mystery when it actually started. And are these splashes? Is this another stealth splash? I did a whole video about this mystery when it actually started. And what we knew at the time was that the Dark Voyager had moved the Cube Cradle from the ocean to Lethal Labs and was observing the island. Hope was studying everything to try to see what was actually happening and going on. And she found that, and she wasn't the only one. Jonesy also was keeping tabs of the Dark Voyager and trying to see like what the big deal was and what he was trying to do. And Karina, that NPC, she's in the Battle Pass this season, is doing her own investigation into the island and what's going on with everything. And she also is tracking Hope and Jones. And so in that video, I went through and I talked to them. Ooh, there's a slurp truck over here. I talked to them to try to see what was going on, and we weren't able to figure anything out. So now with the ship moved, I was wondering what has changed. Where are they going? Do we know what's going on for all that? So I decided to go ask them. I went and I talked to Karina. First I went to Hope, and she says the same thing. Like, she shouldn't say anything at all that is new that we have to worry about. So okay, that was good. Good to know. Good to know that there's nothing like new. So then I went to Jones, and he actually, you know, doesn't say anything new either. It's as if nothing has changed at all, which is kind of weird. And then finally I went to Karina to see, like, okay, you know, the story is moving along. Does she have anything to say? And no, she says the same things as well. So clearly the story has not progressed to that point. Can I get back up here? Let's see. But we know that there's at least one other person who is looking into the 0 point, and that is our good friend, the Order. Because as I mentioned in my initial video, the Order responded to Jones's distress call from the end of chapter 6, actually. And let's see, where is there another chest? So it looks like no one knows where the Dark Voyager went, or the Cube Cradle, or what's happening on that kind of side of the story. Now, we do know a couple things. We know that the Cradle may be moving around the map eventually. So maybe after the South Park update, which is, I think it ends on February 6th, maybe it's going to move again and we will be able to figure out where it went. We also know that it may appear over Classified Canyon over here, you know, like this bit, because in a loading screen, Hope and Karina have teamed up to go to Classified Canyon, where they're trying to track the actual Cube Cradle there too. So clearly there's something going on. And I also saw this really strange, can we see it here? I don't see it here because we're kind of over Treetop Village. And after the Cube Cradle disappeared initially, there was a really weird rippling, like an aurora rippling in the sky, but it wasn't in ranked. I'm in ranked right now. And so it was in regular Battle Royale. And I don't know if that means that something is coming there, or is it just decoration? Because I hadn't noticed it before, but I have to be honest, I wasn't really paying attention. So what comes next? It's really hard to say what's actually going to happen in this storyline, but it does seem that the folks at Epic Games who are telling this story are taking some pains to blend everything together. Because, for example, in the Battle Pass there are skin unlocks for the Stuntman in this season, for the Starlet in this season, that you can only unlock by playing different game modes, like Blitz or Reload. And we do know that the Rift color that the Dark Voyager was opening was actually a golden rift, which of course is all about what Blitz is right now. So it does seem like they're tying in a lot of the different modes together. So clearly whatever's happening is happening across the board. But I'm pretty stoked. I'm excited. You know, the Order is involved. The Seven is involved. Maybe we're finally going to figure out what happened to them. I don't know. And I would be very interested to find out if the Void Walker Lynx is actually like a plant. Like, she's not really helping the guy, that instead she is actually, you know, there spying for Jonesy or Hope or someone like that. That'd be kind of nice if that was the case, but I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. So that was it. This was just a video to talk about this mystery. I'm very curious what's going on. I'm curious if do you have like a theory? If so, let me know what your theory is about well, there's somebody over there. About what's actually happening. Do you think that the Dark Voyager has gone off to a different mode, like Blitz or Reload, to try to find another 0 point shard? Is someone here? Buddy. Buddy. Buddy, buddy. Come on. He's so weak. Go. I lost him though, I don't think. Yeah, so I want to know what you think about all of this. Let me know your thoughts and your theories in the comments below. Let me know what you think the Dark Voyager is doing. Look, there's a cable car like San Francisco. Ooh. Crash pads, crash pads? No, crash pads. And I guess we're going to have to wait and see exactly what's going on because it's a bit... Ooh, thank you. So while I can't say exactly where this story is going, I, for one, am intrigued. Like, we know that the Order is here. We know that Hope and Jones are on the case. We know that Karina is there. And we know that the Dark Voyager and Voidwalker links are up to something. What it all adds up to, I don't know. It seems like the Seven are coming back, but they might come back corrupted. And it seems like the Dark Voyager is trying to bring back the last reality. We are back where we started. Look, watch out. Don't slip. But as to what exactly is going to happen, we are just going to have to wait and see. So I can't wait to read your theories and thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you hope to see. Let me know what you think of Chapter 7 so far and all of the different characters and the plot lines and whatnot. And I guess I'll see you all in the next one. It's getting crazy over there. There's at least 2 people. I don't know. There's 7 people left. And until then, I will see you all in the next one. So thank you so much for watching. I know you've got your choice of the internets, and I'm glad you joined the crew. This guy. Oh my gosh, there's so many people over there. There's another person coming in over here. Wow, there's so many. We're just gonna rotate. So thank you so much for watching, and do stay safe out there on the island. Watch out for Dark Voyager astronauts. Don't get lost in space. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I just want to get to this circle, and then we can probably defend. If you're going to San Francisco. I heard somebody come in. Ah! Hey, we ranked up. Oh, look at Groot dance.